the natural.
Yes, sirree.
Coke in the bottle, naturally.
Coke in the Bottle presents the exciting fun-filled game for the entire family, Sense and Nonsense.
And here's the man who gives away Coca-Cola dollars, presents Bob Kennedy.
Hi, warm welcome to another half hour of fun and excitement on Sense and Nonsense. Okay, audience, would you like to play the game? All right, then, close your eyes and tell me, what is this sound? Listen now. Listen. Well, what is it? Yes, a balloon is the answer. That's how we play the game, identifying items by means of our five senses. And here once again to play in behalf of our championship team is Joan Quill, who's working to win money for Mount St. Ursula Academy. That's up in the Bronx. They did a great job on Wednesday to wind up as champions with a total score of $120 from Coke in the Bottle, and they're back tonight to try for more. Of course, Joan didn't do it alone. She had the help of two fine teammates.
Carolyn Cardy, who's standing in for Jane Quill, who is ill this evening, and Carol Culver.
Now, tonight, our champs are matching five senses against a team of newcomers who are working to win money for the Brooklyn Museum. Of course, that's in the hometown, Brooklyn, USA. Here's their spokesman, Leonard Fry, and of course, he's brought the help of two fine teammates along with him.
Esther November and Ed Krinsky.
You know, here we test five senses on 15 brand new tests which our friends in the audience have sent to us. And by the way, the folks in the studio audience will see the answers on the screen, and you folks at home will have a mystery voice to help you. But you two will have to rely on the five senses only: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And we know in addition to high team score, individual score is also very, very important, because high scorer gets a chance to use a sixth sense, a sense of intuition, on Coca-Cola's jackpot door, which has been going up, up, up. And tonight is worth $300 from Coke in the Bottle. And now our favorite leading lady, the gal with a wonderful smile, Miss Peggy O'Hara. Let's welcome her. Folks, Joan and Leonard, could we ask you to help us beat out time on the chorus of our favorite song, our Coca-Cola jingle? Roy Ross at Downbeat, please. Coke is the natural. Coke in the bottle. Now everybody. Refreshing and delicious as the drink and sweet pie. Coke's the natural. Yes, sirree. Coke is the natural. Coke in the bottle. Well, it looks like our studio audience wanted to be seen, not only heard during our Coke jingle, but they did a wonderful job. And Joan Quill, so did you on Wednesday to wind up as champions. Could you tell us once again about your plans for any of the money which you win here tonight? And, of course, the money you've won already.
Well,
Yes, you talk up good and loud.
Well, we represent the Mount St. Ursula Relief Club, and the money we win tonight goes towards the postage on the packages that we send to the Ursuline missions in Alaska, China, and Montana.
I see. Well, it certainly is a fine cause you have, and you expressed it very, very beautifully. We wish you continued good luck. But now let's have a word with our newcomers who have some different ideas on the outcome of today's program. Leonard Fry, tell us about your work on behalf of the Brooklyn Museum. How come you're particularly interested in that cause?
Well, I'm a member of the Brooklyn Museum Art School that's held there every Saturday, and we're raising the money for these various art schools because we pay them each Saturday, but it's a very small fee. It's only $2.50 for the whole year, so we have to win money to help them along.
I see. Have you ever done any work on behalf of the Brooklyn Museum before?
No, I just attend their art schools and enjoy it because it's so wonderful.
I see. I understand that there's another work that they're doing, this fair you told us about in May?
Yes, they have a fair May 4th, 5th, and 6th, and we want everyone to come. And, of course, there's a lot of things you can buy, and it's just a lot of fun to come. And
all that money will go to the same cause, the art students groups of the Brooklyn Museum.
Yeah.
Fine cause you have, as does members of the other teams, too. Audience, let's tell members of both teams we wish them good luck with applause. Let's do it now. Let's go to the scoreboard, and away we go. Let's move our chairs together. This is going to test the keenness of your sense of sight, and it's going to be worth $5. And Peggy, who sent this first round to us?
Alice Finley of the Bronx.
Well, Alice, our thanks, and $10 from Coke in the Bottle for your series of 5 tests. This is going to test the keenness of your sense of sight, folks, and it's worth $5. Boy, that was a close call. Well, you know, most people would send a calling card to announce their arrival, and in this particular case, the gentleman who sent that calling card is none other but that favorite man about balloons, Bobby Rollins. Let's welcome him on. do you have in mind for us today?
Well, swan.
All right.
You what, Bob?
All right, I'll hold that for you.
Make it even. All the way down. Take this from here. Something pretty.
Well, what is it?
Well, I get it all together now. Watch it. Just keep on twisting the Bob. That's what you have to do. You're going to like this one. Swan? Huh?
Wonderful.
You got a name? Oh, you wears that hat like that. Yeah. All right, Bob.
How's that for a fit for you, Lynn? There we are.
Here you are, Bob.
Okay. I feel as if I'm a partner, you know? Oh, leaking.
Whip you with that one. Here you are. We'll take one now all the way down here. Watch this one, Bob.
Now, Roy is saying that it's going to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
That's
right?
That's right. Well, the eggs. All right. This is going to be cute. Just turn around. Bend that. There you are.
It is Rudolph! I tell you what, Joe, would you care for this? I'll put this aside for you and you can have it to take home with you after the program, okay? All right, now this is going to test the keenness of your sense of sight, and it's going to be worth $5. Now think very carefully. Can you tell me, and maybe I'll remove this from your head right now, Len, so you can think more clearly. Can you tell me the total number of balloons which Bobby released before he came out here on stage, and including the ones when he was standing right along here? In other words, before he started making the animals, how many balloons did he release in front of me and towards the audience also?
7.
I agree.
He agrees, he should, because they're both right, and that's $5 apiece for both of them. Now testing the keenness of your sense of hearing. Goggles on, if you would, folks. And by the way, I think we'll move our chairs in together just a little bit closer. Watch your fingers there, Len. That's it, in a little bit more. $10 now if you can identify something by means of your sense of hearing. Goggle on is all right. Better move your glasses. That's right. You want me to hold your glasses for you? All right, $10 at stake now if you can identify this sound. The score is $5 apiece. We're certainly off to a good beginning. Here we go for 10. A sound for you now. Get ready. In just a moment, we're going to make a noise, but right now, we're letting the folks at home see the particular item.
They'll hear the sound of pulling nails.
Here we go. Ready now? 1, 2, and I'm a little too close here, Peg. We better move down that way. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Listen.
Cutting something. Cutting a potato.
No.
Cutting a hole.
No, listen to this. Here we go. Here, listen.
Chopping something. Squeezing.
Here's the sound. Listen. What?
Drill.
Taking something, cutting wood.
No. Wood is part of it, but what is the sound? Listen. Wood is part.
Breaking wood.
No, listen to the sound. Listen.
Putting a nail in wood.
Not quite. What am I doing?
Joan, you're so close. Listen. What is...
You're cutting it apart.
No, not quite. No. You were so close just a moment ago. Oh, I'm sorry. No, time's up. it wasn't putting a nail in wood. That's a different sound. If I were making this noise, Joan, this is what you would hear, the sound going in. But I was drawing a nail out of the wood. Hope you lost a chance at 10. Here we go now for $15. Testing this time the keenness of your sense of smell. Goggles, but no nose clips. Get ready to take a good deep whiff. We have the item covered. Count of 3, we're going to remove the cover. Another count of 3 coming up to your nose. Get ready now.
They'll smell the odor of mothballs.
1, 2, 3, quick.
Hey, food! Turpentine.
Oh, she said it, and that's turpentine. And now, $20. Goggles on, if you would, please. Goggles and your nose clips. Nose clips now, because this is the taste test. I'll remind you folks at home, if you'd like to join us here in the studio some evening for the fun of seeing Sense and Nonsense in person, please write to us for tickets. The address is Sense and Nonsense, 515 Madison Avenue, New York, 22 New York. Tickets are free, and please write tickets on the outside of your envelope that speeds things along. We always enjoy hearing from you. Okay, $20 now. We'll show the folks at home what it is. This is worth $20 if you can identify it.
They'll be tasting baby food spinach.
Count of 1, it's going to go to your chin. And audience, please don't give it away. Here we go. 1 to your chin and 2 in the... Open your mouth a little bit wide now, Lynn. 1 and 2. Quick, quick. Quick. Quick, quick. Food. Yes, what kind? Yes, what kind of baby food?
Apricot, peaches, fruit.
No, it's not
vegetable.
It's a vegetable.
Hey, beans, peas, corn, asparagus, beets, onions, peppers. Come on, onions, peppers, vegetable, peas, beans, corn, apples, asparagus, squash, corn, John, lettuce, tomato,
Time's up, folks. Both of you lost a chance at spinach. It was spinach, but of course in the form of baby food, which is what made it a little more difficult. Here we go now for $25. This tests the keenness of your sense of touch. You can remove your nose clips now, kids. And by the way, we're going to have you stand up, but not just yet. Let's move this down just a little bit, Peg. We're going to remove the cover of this, and while I'm doing this, you're right-handed, Lennon, are you?
Left.
You're left-handed. Would you roll up the sleeve of your left
They'll be
hand?
touching hard-boiled egg yolks in
And
this fish
the
tank.
jacket, too. The folks at home are seeing the item right now. Now, I'll tell you in advance, you're right-handed, right, Joan? Using one hand only. Now, I'll tell you, we're going to dip your hand into some water. And in the water is something which we want you to identify by means of your sense of touch. This can't hurt you in any way. Can't hurt you in any way, but identify it as quickly as possible. You go over there, Peg, and me over here. Something in the water. Yeah, she can reach all the way down. Tell us what it is. Here's the water, and it's inside a tank, of course. This can't hurt you in any way, Joan. Don't get afraid. It's not alive. Can't hurt you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Feel in. What is it? Quick.
Potatoes. No. Squash. Lettuce. Something to eat. Dough.
No, it's not.
Sawdust. Gravel.
What is it?
Potato.
No.
Taste.
No. No.
Slimy stuff.
No. What is it?
Potatoes.
No.
Dough taste.
No.
Onion sauce.
No, you didn't say. No, neither one of you got it. It was the yolk of a hard-boiled egg. Both of you lost a chance. Here's a towel for you, and there's one for you, Joan. Take your places over here with a nice remove your goggles. Take a nice cold kind of Coca-Cola. Here's one for you, and there's one for you, Joan. It certainly was a fine first round. Well, you know, we always have a lot of fun with our contestants, but right now here's a chance for our studio audience to get in on a little 15-second quiz. Everybody knows that Coke in the bottle is a natural, right? How do you buy it? Where do you buy it? How do you serve it? Yes, everybody knows the answers when it comes to Coke in the bottle. Everybody's buying more and more because Coke in the bottle is a natural. Naturally refreshing, naturally delicious. That's why it's naturally everybody's favorite. There's no substitute for a bottle of Coke, just as there are no substitutes in a bottle of Coke. It's the real thing. Pay a visit to your favorite store, take home plenty, because Coke in the bottle is everybody's favorite. Coke in the bottle is a natural.
All ready now for round 2 with Carolyn Carty from Mount St. Ursula Academy and Esther November from the Brooklyn Museum. And this round was sent to us by Arne Ramberg of Brooklyn.
Well, Arne, our thanks, and $10 from Coke in the bottle for your series of 5 tests. We have 2 newcomers here because of the illness of Jane Quill. Esther and Carolyn, good luck to you in the second round. The score is $20 for Mount St. Ursula in the Bronx against $5 for the Brooklyn Museum. This is going to test the keenness of your sense of sight, and before I want to show the folks at home here, we were paid a visit the other day to a friend of ours, Trail and Stream, which is owned by Victor Saskis, which is over at 47th Street and 5th Avenue. And this is a photograph of the largest swordfish ever caught, which weighed over 1,000 pounds and is over 14 feet long. Matter of fact, if you'd like to see it, it's right over there at Trail and Stream, and I'm going to mount this right up here on the board. Can I have that, Peg? And by the way, you folks might push your chairs aside there if you would, because in just a moment we're going to play a version of Pin the Tail on the Dumpy. Only in this particular case, you want to pin the pin right in the mouth of the fish. Take your place down here at the starting line. You right over there, that's fine, and you right over here. Now, we're going to have you use your blindfolds. Take a last look, and I want each one of you to try and catch that fish by putting it right in the fish's mouth. Okay, goggles on. All right, you got the last look as to where it is? Now, you're going to go first, Carolyn. You first, only one at a time. Let's move that chair away, Peg. Carolyn first, and here she goes. Okay, try. No feeling now. You can't use your left hand. Put your right hand out straight in front of you. Okay. Go ahead. The first spot you touch is the spot that you're going to land on. Hold on just a minute. All right, you got your... Okay, pin it right there. Okay. All right. Here you are. You want to play last minute look? Get a last look? Okay, go ahead. Extend your arm straight in front of you. Okay, you have to put the other arm down. Straight ahead, you're right towards it. You're all the way over here on the side. Take a look where you are. Take your places in the chairs. Okay, sit right down. We have a question for you now that's worth $5. I'll take that from you, and Peg, I think we better take this right out. Can you tell me, and maybe we better leave it here for just a second, can you tell me the number which was on the long sausage-shaped balloon?
10.
What do you say, Esther?
I also say 10.
You're both right again. $5 apiece for both of them. Good for now. Goggles on, $10, testing this time the keenness of your sense of hearing. We have a musical setting of a sound question for you. Peg and I are going to play a little scene, which we hope you're going to enjoy. Pay close attention. I have a good question for you in just a second. Now, Peg, I'm only pretending. A fine romance, my friend. This is
a fine romance with no kisses.
We could be like a couple of hot tomatoes.
But you're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes.
A fine romance, she won't wrestle.
A fine romance, he won't nestle.
You're just as hard to land as the Ile-de-France. I haven't got a chance. This is a fine romance. A fine romance with no pinches.
A fine romance with no glitches.
I might as well play bridge with my old maid aunts, but I'll give you one more chance. This is a fine romance. Certainly enjoyed that. Now, can you tell me, I hope you were listening very carefully, can you tell me the total number of times the title of that song was used in the song? The title was Fine Romance. How many times did we sing it in the song? Carolyn's looking over at you, Esther. What do you say, Carolyn?
8.
What do you say?
8.
She's playing it safe, but once again, Carolyn's absolutely right. $5 apiece for each one of them. Okay. Let's move that table in. There was $10 at stake. We split it $5 apiece. The score is now $10 for Brooklyn against $25. Rather, $15 for Brooklyn against $25 for Mount St. Ursula. Here we go for $15. Goggles on. Sense of smell now. Count of 3. You're going to bring it to your
They'll
nose.
smell friction tape.
1, 2, 3. Cover off. 1, 2, and 3. Quick.
Food down
No.
liquid. Hold on. Food.
Not quite
No,
right.
It's food.
It's not food. No.
Liquid.
Tape is right. Okay. That's $15. Okay, $20 now, and boy, are we late. Gonna have to speed right along, Peg. Here we go for $20. Goggles on, and your nose clip, folks. Something for you to taste. Procedure here, count of 1, we're gonna bring it to your chin. Count of 2 is going right in your mouth. Here we go. We're showing the folks at home what it is.
They'll
It's
taste
worth $20.
cranberry
You can
sauce.
identify. Get ready now. Peg, you all set? 1 to the chin. Open your mouth. 1 and 2. There it is.
Oh, ask me food.
Food, what?
Food. That's my food.
Fruit.
Yes. Apple orange peach. Apple rainbow. No. Nectarine. Oh, I know.
What?
Apples. Orange.
lost a chance at cranberries. Both of you lost a chance at 20. Here we go for $25. Goggles on. You can remove your note slips now. Something for you to touch. We're bringing it to you right now. This is going to be worth $25 if you can identify it. Peg, let me help you with that. Woo. All right, it's on wheels, but this has nothing to do with the sound. The folks at home are seeing what it is.
This is a bass violin
hand
case.
only. You're both right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
All right, then your right hand behind your back. Use one hand only. Identify this by means of your sense of touch. A flat palm now, and Peg, I'll be very careful. Here we go. Tell me what this is. Here's the spot right here. Count of 3. You're going to touch your hand to it. Get ready now. Don't use the other hand. Hand behind your back, Esther. 1, 2, 3. Quick.
Oh, I know. It's something. It's something that you have. It's something that's
Not quite.
No.
It's a type of a trunk, but for what?
It's a violin. Something like that.
Not exactly,
It's
no.
moving. It's for a musical instrument.
Yes, but for what?
Oh, I know. Tuba. A bass fiddle.
She said a bass fiddle case over there. I'm afraid that a violin was never that big, but it certainly was a fine round. Congratulations to both of you. Okay, Faye.
Okay, Bob. Say, you know what day Monday is, don't you? It's Washington's birthday. And I can't think of a better time to have a party, because the holiday decorations for this party can be so beautiful. And we have the whole weekend ahead of us to plan it. So I suggest that let's have this party and have the children help you get the preparations ready, because that's the most fun. And yours should begin tomorrow, and something like this.
Well, look who's here. It's two of my favorite people. Hey, kids, what are you going to do with all those cartons of Coke?
Oh, hi, Bob.
We're going to have a party, a George and Martha Washington party.
Well, and of course, you couldn't have a George and Martha Washington party without plenty of cartons of Coke now, could you?
No.
Yes, well, that's the way the party starts. And you know, all day, those cartons of Coke over there are going to be going out of the store because there's a long holiday weekend ahead, and that means plenty of parties. In fact, every time I see a hand reach in and pick up a carton of Coke, I know that somebody's in for a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment. Yes, tell the truth. Don't you enjoy just about any occasion a whole lot more, along with a frosty cold bottle of Coca-Cola? Because Coke in the bottle is a natural at parties. Yes, you enjoy that wonderful flavor, and there's nothing like it, because Coke in the bottle is an exclusive blend. You see, nobody else has the secret. An exclusive blend of delicious, natural flavorings. There's no substitute for a bottle of Coke, just as there are no substitutes in a bottle of Coke. No, there's not a drop of imitation coloring or flavoring ever in a bottle of Coca-Cola. It's pure as sunlight. So you can be sure when you serve plenty of Coke in the bottle to your guests, you're serving America's favorite drink. Yes, Coke in the bottle is everybody's favorite because Coke in the bottle is a natural. And by the way, when you're planning your party, the first thing you want to do is get plenty of Coke on hand. Dress it up and fitting with the times. And then all you need to do is get a few extra cookies, maybe some holiday sandwiches, and that'll add a lot of color and festivity to your holiday table. And by the way, an extra tip, even if you're not giving a party this weekend, you be sure to stock up with plenty of extra cartons. It's a long weekend. Coke in the bottle is everybody's favorite. Yes, Coke in the bottle is a natural.
All ready now for round 3 with Carol Culver from Mount St. Ursula Academy and Ed Krinsky from the Brooklyn Museum. This round was sent to us by Martin Brizzo of Queens.
Well, Martin, thanks, and $10 from Coke in the bottle. This tests the keenness of your sense of sight, and it's going to be worth $5. Have what we think is an interesting setting for you. Suppose you take your places right down here. Going to test your marksmanship. That's a very funny thing. It looks like the two of you are in the raincoats, but you're going to have the problem of throwing some wet sponges at me. So suppose you take your places at the table there. Let's test your marksmanship right now. Okay, kids, here we go. I'm going to kneel down here, and you want to try your marksmanship. Now, notice you can only hit me, you see? You can only hit me through the piece of the face. You're aiming for the face. Ready, set, go. Oh, he got me. Okay, all right, take your places back in the chairs. You're a pretty good marksman. Can you tell me right now the total number of sponges which were on the table when it first come out?
8.
2, 4, 6. I should know. I received every one of them in the face. They're right again, and that's $5 a piece. Okay. Here we go for $10 now. $10 testing the keenness of your sense of hearing. Goggles on, and throw me a towel when you get a chance there, if you would, please. $10 now if you can identify this sound. Listen now. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is the sound? What is the sound, Gordon?
Moving something.
Never mind what's moving. That's the sound. Gordon. Gordon, come on, Gordon, now. Yeah, I'm not kidding now. This is it.
Lighted.
What?
Something lighted. A machine.
What kind of machine? What's happening?
A gun.
No.
Something shooting.
Stop it again, and now do it. Now. Starting a motor is enough of an answer. Yes, sir. Okay. It was starting a car, of course, and that car was sent here through our friend of Vaughan Motors, Bill Vaughan. Thanks very much, Bill. And here we go now for $15 testing the keenness of sense of smell. Goggles on.
Now smell smoked fish.
Get ready now. Count of three. Going to remove the cover. Another count of three up to your nose. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Quick.
Bacon.
Not a meat. No.
Is it meat?
No.
Fat. Food. Bacon. Vegetable.
No.
Fruit. Meat. Fish.
A fish is the answer. Yes, it was smoked fish. $15 more. Here we go for $20. $20 this time testing the keenness of your sense of taste. Goggles and your nose clips. Here we go. Goggles and nose clips. We'll show the folks at home what it is right now. Worth $20 if you can identify it.
taste
Here we go. Count of 1, going to go to your chin. Open your mouth good wide. 1 to the chin, and 2 it's in. There we are. Lemon is right. Okay, now for $25. Goggles on now. $25 a stake if you can identify this by means of your sense of touch. 120 to 20, and here we go for $25. $25 right now. Okay, let's bring it over. Let me help you, Peg. $25 if you can identify. I'm going to have you stand up in just a moment. Not just yet. I'm going to show the folks at home what it is right now. There it is. Shh, don't give it away.
This is a diver's helmet.
This is worth $25 if you can tell me what it is. Okay, kids, can you stand up now?
Right-handed.
All right, come around this way if you would, Ed. A little bit around me there. Okay, here we go. Your one hand, put your left hand behind your back. Right hand, touch your palm to it right here together, your finger to finger. Tell me what it is for $25. Get ready now. 1, 2, 3, quick.
A diver's helmet.
A driver's helmet is right. What? Come on over here. We have winners and new champions in our team from Mount St. Ursula Academy in the Bronx. There's a carton of Coke for you. Here you are, Carol.
Thank you.
Now, in just a moment, we're going to have our high jackpot contestant who'll try by means of a sixth sense to pick the Coca-Cola jackpot to $300 from Coke in the bottle. As a matter of fact, I think we've decided who it is. Peg, would you come in and tell us right now? Who is it, folks?
We have a tie for Carol and Carolyn are tied.
They're tied. High jackpot contestant. Congratulations. Well, we agree in advance that if by any chance you pick the same number, you're going to share the privilege of donating the money. Would you whisper your choice in my ear? And what's your choice? Okay, all right. Step over to the door now. Carol picked Yale key number 5. Oh, you picked number 3. Okay, number 3 first. Okay, she's putting it in the doorknob. And it opens! Well, congratulations. That's another $300 added to your winnings. You certainly did a great job on behalf of your team. And, of course, you'll be back with us again on Monday because you continue as champions. Yes, you won $120 today, and you'll be back Monday to meet 3 ladies for the Ruth Goldberg Cancer Fund of Irvington, New Jersey. By name, Jeanette Rathey, Anita Marks, and Flora Friedman. Promise me an interesting show, folks. If you'd like to join us here in the studio some evening and see the show in person, please write to us for tickets. The address is Sense and Nonsense, 515 Madison Avenue, New York, 22 New York. Sense and Nonsense is brought to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 on Channel 5 by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of New York, Incorporated. It is produced by Jeff Selden. It is directed by Cy Mann. And your audio is by Gino Lombardo. And now on behalf of Peggy O'Hara, yours truly, Bob Kennedy, hope you had fun. Hope you look in again on Monday after a pleasant weekend when we play more Sense and Nonsense. Good night and good luck to you.
This is the DuMont Television